everybody, Peach here, and welcome to episode 6 of the Omega Arms series. Now, today's episode is going to be a little peculiar in that we will not be using the Omega Arms at all. However, we will be using the foot plate that we made for the Omega Arms back in episode 3. Now, today we're going to be focusing on what I'm calling the band box, okay? Now, band box will allow you to take your workout to the next level by incorporating bands in a safe and effective manner. Now, here is just a small sample of some of the exercises that you can do with the band box. Now let me take you through the step-by-step instructions on how to configure the band box. All right, step number 1, we are going to take the foot plate that we made back in episode 3, and we are going to take 3 36-inch long nipples with either caps or with floor flanges, and we are going to run them through all 3 holes of the foot plate. And then add the caps or the floor flanges on this side. And that's it. Step number 2, we are going to take 4 5-pound plates and we're going to put them underneath the band box. The intent here is to slightly elevate the band box so that the bands can stretch freely with no impingement. All right, step number 3. Now we're going to add bands. Now here's the key with this design. Where you attach the band will determine the level of resistance, because the more stretch the band has, the higher the resistance level you will encounter. Now this design offers 6 options. So let me cover those options now, starting with the lowest resistance option and working our way up to the highest resistance option. Now, we don't have time to cover the specific configuration for every exercise of the band box enables, but let me cover the step-by-step configuration of 3 of my favorite band box exercises in order to convey some of the options for you. And of course, go to DIYfitnessclub.com for instructions for additional exercises. Now with curls, you can run a length of PVC through the bands, you could attach D-ring handles, you could attach fat grips, or a barbell. All right, next exercise, the squat. For this exercise, we're going to need a soft loop tie-down strap, available at your local hardware store for $1 or by going to the link down in the description, and a carabiner. Add that on, and this is what we do. So I'm going to go ahead and put these bands on level 1, just putting it right on that center nipple, okay, just like so. Then I'm going to take the strap and feed it through both. Then I just connect the carabiner onto the other side of the soft loop tie down strap, and I'm done. Now we get into the rig like the world's biggest pair of suspenders. exercise. All right, next exercise, the deadlift. So I'm going to take my bands and I'm going to hitch them directly onto the barbell. So to do so, go under the barbell, feed it through itself, and pull. Same thing over here. Feed it through itself and pull. Okay, now we'll just roll this out of the way for the moment and flip this up. And now I'm going to hitch using level 4. And get it centered up. And that's it. Now you'll notice when I step on the band box, I have enough clearance for my feet. If this was any taller, it would crush my feet when I set the bar down. So make sure that when you build this, that you accommodate for that. Okay. Now, let's exercise. Now, as a bonus, you can do your deadlifts on the band box inside your rack. And if you add additional bands to your rack's uprights, you can get a DIY Mark Bartos Power Center PR platform effect, where you can hit multiple bands as you pull up, increasing the resistance level dynamically as you pull. So, to do so, I'm going to hitch right here, and then hitch it to my Omega Arms bracket. And the other side. All right, let's do it. Well, that does it for this episode. Now, to build your own band box, you need to watch episode 3 of the Omega Arms series and build what is described there as the footplate for the Omega Arms. Now, I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode of the Omega Arms series, so be sure to subscribe to the channel to be alerted the moment the next episode drops.